dear friends. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to improving your English, whether you're just starting or already have some knowledge? Today's story is designed to help you take your English skills to the next level. If you've ever felt stuck or unsure about how to get better at English, don't worry, you're not alone. We all face challenges in learning a new language, but with the right approach, you can overcome these obstacles and even enjoy the process. Let's start with a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you wanted to express something in English but couldn't find the right words? Or maybe you understand English when you read it, but speaking or writing feels like a whole different story. These are common challenges, and today we're going to tackle them together through a simple yet powerful story. Once upon a time, in a small town, there were 3 friends, Ali, Sarah, and John. Each of them had their own dreams and goals, but they shared one common desire: to master the English language. Let's start with Ali. Ali was a bright student, always at the top of his class. He was excellent at grammar. He knew all the rules, could spot errors in sentences, and even helped his friends with their homework. But when it came to speaking, Ali froze. He would often rehearse what he wanted to say in his mind, but the words wouldn't come out when he needed them. He felt nervous and worried about making mistakes, which held him back from expressing himself freely. One day, while sitting in the park, Ali saw an old teacher whom everyone respected. The teacher was known for his wisdom and kindness. Ali decided to approach him and share his problem. "Teacher, I understand the rules of English, but I struggle to speak. What should I do?" he asked. The teacher smiled and said, "Ali, speaking a language is like riding a bicycle. You can read all the books about how to ride, but you won't really learn until you get on the bike and start pedaling. The same goes for speaking English. You need to listen and practice regularly." The teacher continued, "Start by listening to English every day. It doesn't have to be something complicated. Listen to songs you like, watch movies, or even listen to short stories. Pay attention to how words are pronounced and how sentences are structured. The more you listen, the more familiar you'll become with the language, and soon speaking will feel natural." Ali took the teacher's advice to heart. He started by listening to English songs. He chose ones with clear lyrics and catchy tunes. At first, it was a bit challenging, But Ali didn't give up. He would listen to the same song several times, trying to understand the words and even singing along. He also started watching movies in English, with subtitles to help him understand better. Within a few weeks, Ali noticed a change. He felt more comfortable with the language, and speaking became easier. He started having simple conversations in English with his friends, and even participated in class discussions. The fear of making mistakes began to fade, and Ali realized that practice was the key to improvement. Now, let's talk about Sarah. Sarah was different from Ali. She could speak English fluently, she loved talking, and was always the life of the party. But Sarah had a problem with writing. Whenever she had to write an essay or a letter, she struggled to find the right words. Her sentences often didn't make sense, and she made many mistakes that affected her grades. Sarah felt frustrated because she knew she had the ideas in her mind, but putting them down on paper was a challenge. One day, she decided to talk to the same old teacher who had helped Ali. "Teacher, I can speak English well, but I struggle with writing. What should I do?" she asked. The teacher smiled and said, "Sarah, writing is like cooking a meal. You might have all the ingredients, but if you don't follow the recipe, the dish won't turn out right. The key to good writing is reading. The more you read, the better you'll understand how to organize your thoughts and create clear sentences." The teacher advised Sarah to start reading English books, newspapers, or even short stories. "Don't worry about reading difficult texts," he said. "Start with something simple and enjoyable. Pay attention to how the sentences are formed, how the words are used, and how the ideas flow." Sarah decided to give it a try. She started with short stories and moved on to novels that interested her. She also read articles and blogs on topics she loved. As she read more, Sarah began to notice patterns in the writing. She saw how sentences were structured and how ideas were connected. Started applying these patterns to her own writing. With time, Sarah's writing improved significantly. She felt more confident in her ability to express her thoughts on paper. Her essays became clearer, her sentences more precise, and her grades improved. Sarah learned that reading not only helped her writing but also expanded her vocabulary and understanding of the language. And then there was John. John was a beginner. He had just started learning English and felt overwhelmed by all the rules and vocabulary. He often felt lost in class and didn't know where to start. every time he tried to learn something new, it seemed too difficult, and he would quickly get discouraged. John decided to seek help from the old teacher. Teacher, I'm just starting to learn English, but it feels so hard. What should I do? He asked. The teacher smiled and said, John, learning a language is like building a house. You need to start with a strong foundation and build slowly, one brick at a time. Don't try to learn everything at once. Focus on small, manageable tasks each day, and over time, you'll see big progress. The teacher advised John to practice a little every day. Start with the basics, he said. Learn a few words each day. Practice simple sentences. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. The key is consistency. Keep practicing, and soon you'll feel more comfortable with the language. John took the teacher's advice to heart. He started by learning basic words and phrases, practicing them every day. He also tried speaking with his classmates, even if it was just a simple greeting. At first, it was tough, but John didn't give up. He reminded himself that every small step was progress. As weeks went by, John noticed that he was starting to understand more and more. He could follow simple conversations, and his vocabulary was growing. He realized that by taking small steps each day, he was building a strong foundation in English. John learned that patience and persistence were key to learning a new language. The stories of Ali, Sarah, and John show us that learning English, like any other skill, requires dedication, practice, and the right approach, whether it's improving your speaking, writing, or starting from scratch. The journey is made easier when you break it down into small, achievable steps. The key is to keep going, even when it feels difficult. Remember, every effort you make is a step towards success. So, what about you? Which part of learning English do you find most challenging? Is it speaking, writing, or maybe understanding grammar rules? Or are you just starting out like John? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Share them in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today on this journey to improve English. Remember, the key to success is consistency, practice, and a positive attitude. No matter where you are on your language learning journey, know that with time and effort, you can achieve your goals. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I have something special for you. in the comments. Please tell us which part of this story you found most interesting. Plus, today we have a surprise for all my beloved viewers. You can help me choose the next topic for tomorrow's video. Just mention it in the comments, and I'll follow the one that gets the most requests. And if you're eager to learn more, don't hesitate to visit our channel homepage, where we have a wide range of content to help you improve your English from beginner to advanced levels. I can't wait to see you in the next video.